Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic every employee, manager, and HR professional encounters every year: performance reviews. Whether you love them, hate them, or dread them, they play a major role in career development and company success. So let's break down exactly what a performance review is, why it matters, and how different companies approach it. A performance review is an evaluation of an employee's work, usually done annually or semi-annually. For today's conversation, we'll focus on annual performance reviews, which look back at previous calendar or fiscal year. During the review process, employees start by completing a self-evaluation. This is their opportunity to highlight everything they accomplished over the past year, anything they did that helped the organization improve processes or contributed to the bottom line. For example, maybe they helped negotiate a better rate with an existing vendor, or maybe they improved a workflow that boosted productivity, or maybe they played a key role in launching a new product. Whatever the win is, the self-review should tell the story of why that employee is valuable to the company. Once the employee completes their self-review, the manager steps in and writes their evaluation. The manager looks at things like how the employee performed against their goals, how they rank compared to their peers, what strengths stand out, what development areas could help them level up. Managers often gather feedback from peers, cross-functional teams, and other leaders the employee has worked with. So the final evaluation is meant to be a well-rounded view of the past year. After both the employee and manager have completed their written evaluations, the next step is the review meeting. And this is where the real conversation happens. This meeting is typically scheduled for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the company and complexity of the employee's work. And while every organization handles things a bit differently, most performance conversations follow a similar structure. A good manager will start the meeting by setting expectations, what they'll be reviewing, how the discussion will flow, what the employee should walk away with. This helps reduce employee anxiety and creates a more open environment for feedback. The manager will often begin by acknowledging highlights from the employee's self-review, especially major accomplishments, projects, and growth areas the employee identified themselves. This part of the conversation helps ensure the employee feels heard and recognized. Next, the manager will walk through their own assessment. This section usually includes key wins and strengths, how the employee performed against goals, examples of strong impact, areas where the employee can grow or develop, how they compare to expectations or peers. The best managers use specific examples, not vague statements. For instance, instead of saying, "You need to communicate better," they'll say, "During the Q3 project rollout, there were delays in communicating timeline changes to stakeholders, which created confusion. Here's how we can improve that going forward." A review meeting isn't meant to be a lecture. The employee should feel comfortable asking questions like, "Can you share more detail about that feedback?" Or, "What did I do particularly well and should keep doing?" Or, "Can we talk about what would help me succeed in the next level role?" This is the employee's chance to get clarity and advocate for themselves. Most review meetings include a conversation about future expectations, such as new projects or responsibilities, skills the employee should build, training or development opportunities, goals for the upcoming year, whether they're on track for promotions or additional responsibilities. This section is critical because it sets the tone for next year's evaluation. Some companies include compensation updates in the review meeting. Others have a separate conversation. If compensation is tied to the performance review, the manager may share annual raises, bonus amounts, equity, if applicable, and how the final rating influenced those numbers. Not all organizations do this in one meeting, but employees often expect it, so managers are usually prepared to clarify timing. At the end of the meeting, the manager typically reviews next steps, such as final submission deadlines for the evaluation, when the employee will see written notes, when new goals should be added into the system, timelines for any follow-up conversations, and the best managers also end the meeting by reinforcing support, something like, "Here's what I'm committed to helping you achieve this year." Different companies use different rating systems. Most commonly, you'll see something like a 1 to 5 scale. 5 means exceptional, 3 is meets expectations, and 1 is low performer. At some companies, ratings are tied directly to raises and bonuses. This helps reward high performers and maintain fairness across teams. But there are more extreme systems. Some organizations use a forced bell curve, also known as a forced distribution. This means managers must fit employees into preset categories. For example, 5% of employees are rated a 5, 20% rated a 4, 50% rated a 3, 20% rated a 2, and 5% rated as a 1. This approach forces rankings even if the entire team performed well. And yes, this can lead to frustration, morale issues, and even unfair performance ratings. In some companies, employees who receive low ratings year after year may be put on performance improvement plan or even face termination. On the other end of the spectrum, some organizations completely eliminate ratings. These companies focus more on qualitative feedback than scoring people on a scale. The upside, reviews feel more developmental, not punitive. The downside, without ratings, it can become harder to compare employees to their peers, track progress year over year, tie performance directly to compensation. You may wonder how well-known companies handle performance reviews. Google, for example, uses a bell curve distribution. Reports have shown that around 6% of employees fall into the lowest category, which can place them at risk for corrective action. This shift has become more aggressive in recent years, likely influenced by company-wide layoffs and pressure to trim underperformance. This is a reminder that performance reviews aren't just about development. They can connect directly to organizational strategy. After working in HR and seeing countless variations of performance review systems, here's the truth. There is no perfect system. Even with all the structure and training in the world, performance reviews can still be influenced by manager bias, personal preference, who's easiest to work with, who communicates their accomplishments most clearly. That's why self-advocacy matters. If you're heading into a performance review, highlight your wins clearly and remember that being collaborative, reliable, and easy to partner with often plays a bigger role than people realize. Whether you're an employee writing your self-review, a manager preparing evaluations, or an HR professional navigating the process, performance reviews are a chance to realign, reset, and grow. Good luck with your upcoming review season. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more HR insights.